Yo, what's good, people? We are here with part 23 of Chronicon. Archaix.com. Make sure you jump on the YouTube channel, subscribe, and let some of that antiquity soak into your noggin. In the background today, we're cranking some Donkey Kong Country 3 vibes. Treetop Tumble. I'm a big fan of this music. I think it gets me pumped anyway. I don't know about you. If you haven't played Donkey Kong, it probably doesn't get you pumped. But this is a killer track. Donkey Kong Country 3 was great, man. I fucking love that shit. Not as good as 2, but it was fire. Alright. Let's get into the goodness. Chronicon. Right, we're in 2815 BC here. The sum 1080 is the geometrical value of the Hebrew statement in Isaiah 66:1. Heaven is my throne and earth is my footstool. Also, 1080 is the value of the Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him. We also read in Isaiah, God himself that formed the earth and made it equals 1080. In the Greek gematria, the term Holy Spirit has a value of 1080. If the total circumference of a circle was 1080, then its diameter would be 344. Bonnie Gaunt notes that 344 is the geometrical value for great wonder in Greek, as well as the light of the world, as found in Matthew 5:14. The 4 cornerstones of the monument were highly polished white limestone megaliths, numbered among the 144,000 casing blocks of the monument. These blocks were 100 inches thick and with a tolerance so smooth that modern architecture has not replicated. For a long time, scholars debated on the existence of these perfect blocks until in 1837 AD, some of these surviving blocks buried at the base of the Great Pyramid were discovered by Colonel Weiss's expedition. The blocks along the lower courses originally had whitened writings on them, still easily seen and translated in the days of Abraham, see 1837 to 1825 BC. Now they're still noticeable in the days of the Greek historian Herodotus in 450 BC. These blocks covered the interior limestone blocks that make up the Great Pyramid that we see today. The monument is exactly 203 levels of blocks, 203 being the geometrical value for he created. But 203 was not the intended height. With the placement of the chief cornerstone, the monument will be finished at 204 levels. The chief cornerstone represents a divine being that will sit atop the monument of man. The stone, the builders, or the Anunnaki, rejected. The priest-prophet Ezra wrote that the knowledges of God were preserved in the 204 books, which is an analogy of the 204 courses of the Great Pyramid once the chief cornerstone is placed atop it. The Phoenix chronology, from man banished in 3895 BC, counts 14 cursed earth periods of 414 years each, or 5,796 years, to 1902 AD when planet Phoenix passed through the inner system, depositing millions of tons of cosmic dust and mud upon Earth. 1902 is the last pass of Phoenix before it returns in 2040 and results with a pole shift, meteoric fallout, global flooding and earthquakes, and the death of 25% of humanity. Now, I believe we can prevent that. You know how I feel about that stuff. Now, this is known in the Revelation as the 6th seal. The actual levels of blocks of the structure form a chronometrical countdown that begins in the last days, starting at 1902 AD, a date also figuring prominently in the internal chronometry of the Great Pyramid as found in the extensive charts of chronotexture. Thus, 1902 AD begins a 204-year countdown to the return of the chief cornerstone in the year 2106 AD. The same year that we have already seen is the 6,000th year of mankind's banishment from Eden at 3895 BC. The length of 204 years is 2,448 months, the Egyptian number designating cataclysm. It was in 2448 Annus Mundi, or 1447 BC, that the Israelites escaped out of Egypt after the country was plagued with terrible disasters. This was the Exodus, revealing that the 2448th month after 1902 AD that will occur in 2106 AD signified a planetary exodus. We're going to stop that one here today, and we will be back tomorrow with more Chronicon. Have a good night, people.